Have you ever caught your dog staring at you and felt like they were trying to say something? Not just watching, but really looking at you. What if that gaze isn't random at all? What if, without realizing it, you're either strengthening a deep emotional bond or slowly breaking it? Most owners completely misunderstand this behavior, and the last reason behind it is the one that matters most. 1. Have you ever noticed your dog staring at you while you're doing absolutely nothing? Just sitting there, and they're locked onto you. You might think they're bored or waiting for food, but here's what most people don't realize. In the wild, sustained eye contact is rare. It's risky. It means attention, awareness, sometimes even threat. So when your dog chooses to stare at you calmly, they're doing something unnatural on a primal level. They're choosing connection over caution. A 2015 study from the University of Tokyo found that when dogs and owners gaze into each other's eyes, both experience a rise in oxytocin, the same bonding hormone between a mother and child. Think about what that actually means. Your dog isn't just looking at you, they're bonding with you in real time. 2. Do you ever feel like your dog watches your every move? You stand up, they stare. You grab your keys, they stare harder. It can feel intense, but this isn't obsession, it's survival wiring. Dogs evolved to read subtle human cues to stay safe and included. Thousands of years ago, missing a signal could mean being left behind. So now, your dog studies you, your body language, your micro movements. And this is where it gets deeper. They're not just watching what you do, they're watching who you are in that moment. Calm? Tense? Distracted? Because your emotional state determines their sense of safety. If this is changing how you see your dog, hit like and subscribe, because what comes next goes even deeper. 3. Have you ever looked back at your dog and noticed they don't look away? Almost like they're holding the moment with you. Most people think this is dominance or stubbornness, but the truth is almost the opposite. Eye contact, when soft and sustained, is a sign of trust and vulnerability. According to research published in the Journal of Veterinary Behavior, dogs who feel secure are more likely to initiate and maintain eye contact with their owners. But here's the part most people miss. Your dog is exposing themselves emotionally. In the animal world, looking away is safer. Looking at you is a risk they're choosing to take. 4. Now imagine this. Your dog stares at you when you're upset, quietly, closely, almost like they're trying to understand. This isn't imagination. Dogs are incredibly sensitive to human emotional shifts. Studies from the University of Lincoln showed that dogs can differentiate between human facial expressions and even adjust their behavior accordingly. But the wildest part is, they don't just detect your emotions, they absorb them. So when your dog stares at you during those moments, they're not confused. They're checking in, trying to regulate themselves based on you. And if you ignore that gaze, you might be missing one of the purest forms of emotional connection they offer. 5. But here's where it becomes a warning. What if your dog suddenly stops staring at you, stops checking in, stops seeking your eyes? Most owners wouldn't notice or would think nothing changed. But this can signal something deeper, a breakdown in trust, a shift in emotional safety. Dogs who feel uncertain or disconnected often avoid eye contact altogether, not because they don't care, but because they no longer feel secure enough to engage. And that distance doesn't happen overnight. It builds quietly, in missed moments, in ignored signals, in subtle emotional disconnects. 6. Now think about this. Every time your dog looks at you, they're making a choice, a biological, instinctive choice to connect instead of withdraw, to trust instead of protect themselves. That stare is not just attention, it's vulnerability. It's your dog saying, without words, "You are my safety. You are where I belong." And here's the part that changes everything. They don't have to choose you. Instinct doesn't force them to feel this way. They decide it again and again every time their eyes meet yours. So the next time your dog stares at you, don't look away too quickly, because that moment isn't empty. It's not random. It's a living expression of trust built deep into their biology. Your dog didn't just end up with you. They chose you in the most primal way they know how.